used in most top 40 music heard on the radio. You ready? Here is the simple formula. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. That's it. Now there are certain variations to this, such as intros, pre-chorus, and other various forms that are like attachments to this basic formula. But overall, this is the nucleus of great songwriting. Now let's explain the parts individually with their function, and you will then be able to hear this formula from this point on when listening to mainstream radio. The verses. Basically, this is where you can tell a story. Sometimes it rhymes, sometimes it doesn't. Depending on the style of music, use your discretion. Overall, this is where you tell a story. The chorus. Alright, this is the part where people start slipping up. The secret is to make the chorus simple. This is also known as the hook. So simple that by the time you get to the third chorus, they already know it. For example, listen to Jack Johnson's song, Sitting, Waiting, Wishing. When the chorus hits, you know it, and can hum along very easily. Another example is Phoenix's recent hit, 1901. When you hear the chorus, it's so simple, yet so catchy that people can't help but sing along by the end. And for my third example, how about Sublime, Love Is What I Got? The chorus is in the title. Super easy, everybody knows it, and it's a timeless classic. These are the kinds of songs I would think that people try to aspire to write, and they all use this formula. The next part is the bridge, which is usually after the second chorus. Now this is the part that people often overlook. Whether it's a guitar solo, or other instrument solo, or even an actual third part of the song that's different from the first verse and chorus. This is a very crucial part of the song structure and keeping the flow going. Here's why and the psychology behind it, and how when listening to a song the first couple times on the mainstream radio, it can capture you. By the time the second chorus is done, the mind is ready for something new. It's already heard the two verses and two choruses. Been there, done that. If you put in another verse that sounds like the previous two verses you had, the mind could get bored and hit the radio station down and skip track, or if you're playing live, the audience member could get bored and be ready to hear the next song. But by putting in a bridge, this entices the mind to keep thinking, and it gives the mind a chance to say, hey, that's something new, and keeps the listener engaged. Put in a bridge that changes up the song, and you will have powerful impact. Then there's the final chorus. After the bridge, you're going to want to go back to the chorus and make it epic. Remember, the chorus should be very simple and repeated over and over. You can even turn on mainstream radio right now and hear the top 40 songs to go through this progression. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, final chorus.
So you guys know now to create a good song, you have to have 4 structure of it in it. The second method is learn the craft. First, you have to stop thinking about writing a song, but you have to start creating it. And second, listen actively to different type of music. You might say that you might have a favorite song, but you have to listen to other genre of song to create a new one and update one. And then get technical. You have to have the understanding of how songs are built, and you have to learn about the chord. And be ready when inspiration comes calling. Inspiration usually comes at the inconvenient time, so you have to be ready and carry your pen and paper or tape recorder, so you can record it and revise it after that. And then you have to learn to write a lyric. Start by thinking about personal experience and get connected with what touched your heart. And set the mood. Make sure you have music that fits your story. If you want to make a sad story, and make sure the melody is full of sadness, and say something and make your words sing. Write your lyric as though you are talking to someone and try to impress about your feelings. And then you have to look for the hook. A good song captures your attention and frequently found in the chorus and often become the title of the song. As example, Here's My Number called Me Maybe, Rupa Gangnam Style, and She Rocked Like Rihanna. And then Smooth the Rough Edge. You have to Then you have to get the feedback. Play or sing your song in front of other people and get their feedbacks. Once you finish your first song, don't stop and keep writing and practicing. So now I'll pass to my friends.
Okay, thank you, Ika. Alright, so, what did you guys learn just now is, to make a song, you have to first, what is it? Intro. Okay, it looks like nobody focuses about it. Okay, so I tell you guys again, repeat after me, please teenagers. Repeat after me. To make a good song, the structure first is intro. Yeah, intro. And second is verse. After that is chorus. And after that, verse again. Yeah, verse, chorus. Yes. And then bridge. Yeah, bridge. And then chorus. What is the special thing about the last chorus?
It's epic. Epic.
Yes, climax. Good job. Give applause to him. Alright. So it looks like now you guys get what the first topic is about. And right now we are going to teach you how to write a good lyrics. And now I invite my friend. Who's that?
Dorit.
Yeah, that handsome guy behind me. Bruce Wills.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Dorit. So since the beginning now, you start to know like who's the songwriter people, and then how to write the song, and then you saw the video and everything. And some of you here said writing song is easy. Some of you think maybe it's hard. Of course, it's hard because you never tried. But actually, if you just focus with me, one simple slide, I will be walking with you step by step, and then I show you just only 6 steps. Very easy, clear your mind, and then I guarantee you by the end of this seminar, you'll be even thinking or able to be writing song. If it's not able, you'll be thinking to write. So you can just focus with me and you'll see. Next slide. Alright. The first step actually is you need to be writing every day. You just write small paper, anything, even a napkin, you buy a phone, you text yourself, you email to yourself, anything. You just get used to write every day. By the time you get used to write every day, like you'll be good in writing. You'll get used to it because you practice every day. You cannot do something if you don't practice for it. You cannot read if you don't actually learn how to read. You cannot write if you don't practice writing. So the first thing, you just write every day. Maybe at the first it's not perfect, but then with the time you start to see yourself that you write something good. And whatever you write, just don't throw it. Whether it's good or bad, just don't throw it. Just keep it there. The second one is actually reading. Some of you maybe they hate reading, but actually start with something very simple. Don't start like with big books and everything. No, start with something, let's say a newspaper, article, something small. So what you do now is actually you just you teach yourself to read more and more and more, and then with the time you will read newspaper, articles, from internet, from wherever, anything. So with the time that other possible you'll be reading a lot, and the more you read, the more you can write. The more you read, the more you can write. It's really beautiful. And with the time, your brain will be continuously get used to gather information. So with this, you just only not just keep reading. No, your brain will get used to reading, and then you continuously will keep gather information, and then it actually inspires you. If you don't see other people work, you'll never do something new. You think like you are so creative, so inspired, you can do something in you? Not everybody. No. You have to see other people do stuff, and then you do the same, or maybe you do better than them. You read some people's like article, and then maybe you come up with something in you. You develop it actually, and that's how you start. It's really payoff to use reading. So now the next thing is you find a topic. Try to find a nice topic, something that related to you, something that is a big deal for you. Something happened, an accident, something actually that's happened in your life, and then give you the topic.